Hi Lakewood 7th grade math students. This is Miss Van Vickle and this is video 4 part C. I accidentally hit stop on the last video, and in this video I'm going to use the percent proportion to do a capture recapture problem having to do with fish. And this is an example that many biologists and scientists use all the time in order to examine populations of things where we can't count them all. For example, fish in a lake. You can't go to a lake and just count how many fish are in the lake. And so we need to estimate populations based on some kind of metric. And the way we do that is we catch a bunch of fish and we tag them. So in my example, we caught 84 fish, and we very humanely and painlessly tagged 84 of them, and then we let them go. And we let them swim around long enough that they've fully mingled with all of the other fish in the lake. And then we take a bunch of samples. For example, we'll catch 100 fish and we'll count how many are tagged. And then we'll catch 50 fish and count how many were tagged, and so forth. And in this example, what we are going to say is that we caught, after we released these 84 back into our lake, we caught 75 fish, and we noticed that out of those 75 fish, 16 were tagged. And we decided that, let's see, this is caught. We decided that this was a fair representation of the ratio of tagged fish to caught, okay? And we want to now estimate the population of fish in a lake. And so we know from the very beginning that there are only 84 fish in the lake that are tagged. And we're going to compare that to our total population, which is the thing we don't know. So let's see, in this sample that we were saying was representative, we said we had 16 that were tagged, and 75% of them, we caught 75 fish and 16 of them had tags. So this is a ratio we want to set up, and it will tell us the total number of fish in our lake. So this is a little bit different than percent proportion because we're not finding percents here, but we are going to be able to set up a proportion that will allow us to answer the question. So again, I'm going to cross multiply, and I'm going to multiply 84 times 75 and bring that down. Let me adjust this just a little bit. So I'm going to use my calculator again to do my arithmetic. 84 times 75 is 6,300. And that's equal to 16 times x. And now I know this is 16 times x, so to undo multiplication, I'm going to divide both sides by 16, because you see 16 divided by 16 just gives us 1. So I end up with 6,300 divided by 16, and that gives me 393.75. Now notice that's a little bit of a nonsensical answer because we can't have 0.75 of a fish. So in this example, we're getting kind of a rough estimate of the fish population, and we would round up and say there are approximately 394 fish in this lake altogether.